What is going on, entertainment fans? It's your girl Jeree back again with a brand new Real Chatter podcast, and I'm so excited to welcome a permanent co-host, Miss Ashley. She'll be joining us for
Hey,
in the near future to discuss everything in entertainment, real TV, movies, all that. What's up, Ashley? Hey, girl.
hey there. Hey. Hi. I'm so excited to be here. Yeah, girl. I got so much.
Yay, I'm so excited too. This is so fun. I am so excited. So welcome to Real Chatter Podcast. And today, on today's show, we're going to be talking about fall TV because I believe all the fall TV shows have aired. If I'm wrong, people let me know. But I think anything that comes on now would be considered kind of like a winter launch. So we are heavy into the middle of October, almost November. So we
Yeah.
just wanted to go over some of the fall shows, shows that we are loving, and some of the shows that we're not feeling, honestly. So let's talk about the good. Let's talk about the good first. What shows are you feeling right now, Ashley?
So we got to start off with the good.
Yeah, we gonna start with the good.
Okay. So one show that I'm really feeling right now has to be Matlock. Shout out. Oh my God. Like it is just mind blowing to me. Like I didn't expect what happened to happen. It feels like it's just full of plot twists and turns. And I'm just like, and our girl, Kathy, like, she ain't gonna be in nothing crazy that's not gonna hit. So you
Right.
already know, like, and it is hitting. Like I'm like obsessed, and I was really upset that we only have 2 episodes.
Right, it's back. I had said online on Twitter, follow us on Twitter, shout out. I'll put all that in the description, of course. But I had said, like, y'all, this show, because I got some screeners for it, and I was like, this show is kind of good. It's different. Finally, something different. When they said remake Matlock, I was like, oh, here we go, another remake of an old show, whatever. But I'm gonna give it a chance because I like Kathy and it has a diverse cast
Yep.
of characters and actors, and I love Sky P. Marshall who plays Olympia. And so when we got to the end, spoiler alert, so turn this off if you haven't watched it yet. But we got to
Couple
the end,
seconds down.
yeah, we got to the end of the pilot, and it was like her name ain't even really Matlock. She just used that shit as a way to get in. And it's
That part.
yeah, it's not even a remake of the show. It's just a legal show. It's just a lawyer show. I thought that was very clever. The ratings have for the second episode that CBS fought for waiting like 3, 4 weeks before they went to the second episode. The ratings weren't like great for the second episode. I guess they lost a lot of viewers, and I'm hoping
Yeah.
networks are so like quick to make decisions. So I hope they don't cancel it before it has a chance to find its audience. But I love that show too.
Exactly. Like I hope they do give it a chance because it's really a good show. I think it's smart. I think it's clever. It's also really funny.
Mm.
And what I was thinking about too is like it just really lets, the older generation shine. So, and I think a lot of times people do forget that. So it's great to see, two older cast members who are well known,
Mm.
given the spotlight and doing what they need to do because it's just like they can still act and they're definitely on their toes. So, like, that show is really amazing. And I definitely hope that the ratings come back up. I don't know why they waited. They waited like a month because even I was looking on Paramount Plus, like, where is it?
Yeah, they did wait a long time, and that's a good point. Like with Kathy Bates and Bo, is it Bo? What's his name? The
Oh,
place, yeah, that plays the head of the law
senior.
firm.
Yeah, I think he was
Yeah,
senior.
senior. He's also a veteran seasoned actor,
Yep.
and yeah, that's right. You don't, of course, there are no roles for older people. They want to throw young people at us, so that's a good point. Well, what else are you loving? Have
I
my
am also I'm also loving Brilliant Minds. Can we just talk about that pilot episode?
mm,
First 4 minutes, boo-hooing, like sobbing, and then from there it really had me just invested.
mm.
I also think about the little young doctors. It's 3 of them, and I'm looking like, well, it's more than three, but I'm seeing a potential triangle. So
Yes.
looking trying to like figure that powder. I think like they could be chemistry testing, but Brilliant Minds in that very first episode, even the episodes after, have literally been on point. They've been amazing. I think they did an amazing job with the actors that they chose. And even on top of that, like I really have to give it to these networks for understanding that diversity is important, even though it's like slim picking sometimes. But I've noticed that the top shows really do have a diverse cast, and it's just great to see.
Yeah, and these movie actors, Zachary Quinto's a movie. Well, he started on TV, then kind of went to movies. Now he's back on TV. And to my
Show me where the
understanding,
money is.
yeah, this is the first openly gay character that is being portrayed by an actual gay actor that's the lead of a show. So kudos to NBC for that. And another, yes, another diverse cast. There's Black people, there's Asian people, or Hispanic people, there's everywhere. And I said I love this show too because after watching Grey's Anatomy for what, 20, what are we on, 21, 22
Girl, I'm
seasons?
like, yeah, 21. Insane. And I'm still there, like, yeah,
Yeah.
girl.
But it's so different. It's not about like who's in the on-call room or like, oh, we gotta hide a relationship because you're an attending and I'm an intern. Like we've seen that for 21 seasons. This is really about the patients. And
Yep, I was just about to say
yeah,
that.
it's about the patients. And like it's kind of old school when doctors used to make house calls and all that. And he's like, they're almost like cops. He's like, well, we gotta get out of the hospital and we gotta get in their lives. Like, who does like no doctors will be interviewing friends trying to find out what your medical issue is. So I
Now,
think
and you know that this is real too. Like, well, inspired. I should say inspired
yeah,
by.
he's inspired by an actual doctor with with the face blindness. Yeah, that's interesting. I like that show too.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. And also like another show that I'm really, really feeling is High Potential.
Mhm.
Um,
Everyone's
I
like,
just yeah, oh, so more people are loving it because I don't really see people talking about it. But like, I'd be waiting for it to. Well, I get up at like 5 a.m., so I wait for my shows. It depends
that
on what's
streaming
on.
life. Well, you gotta wait the next day. He's like, oh, it dropped.
Oh, let me, yeah, thank God I get up early. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think I know her name is Caitlin in real life who
Mhm.
plays Morgan. I just feel like I think she's a great person to have leading. Also, I'm really invested, and I know it's more so of like a B story, but I am really invested in finding out what happened to her first child's father. Like I wanna know like what's happening there, but then also with the crime and then how her mind works because she has that high IQ
Yeah.
of 160. So and that low key, that's probably things that do happen in real life as well. So like I'm just really invested in that show. I do, once again, I love the cast as well. I think, and I have to like search this, but the black cop, I think she was on Days of Our Lives and she was the first Chanel, I think. So I had to like research that. But yeah,
What?
that show, she looks like she was the first Chanel.
Well, I know her
So
as Batwoman, Javicia Leslie. She was Batwoman on the CW. She took
oh,
over.
she's
Yeah.
ooh, I gotta look that up then, because I could be wrong. But that show I really, really like though. I think it's a very, very good show.
Yeah, I watched a few episodes of that. I find it interesting. Again, it's another. It's like I don't know what's going on with the networks. They finally like woke up or something because it's like these old concepts of these shows we've seen. How many medical, how many legal, how many police procedurals can we
Hmm.
like again like SVU's what been on 5,500 seasons. So it's like it gets you get
I'm
tired
doing a
of
rewatch
Law
right
and
now.
Order. Yeah, so it's like oh another police show, but it's a good police show. It's different even though it's like it's not different, but it's different. Like, oh, a quirky person comes in to help the police. We've seen that, but like you said, she's in her short skirt. She's a mom. But she has this high IQ, and you misjudge her based off
Yep.
how she looks. And again, another diverse cast. Anyone that has a black woman somewhere in it, I'm like, too
Okay.
bad. I'm like, what's going on?
And all of the ones that we named have Black women in the cast. Like,
Yes, they
and
have
I
black.
love to see
Love to see it finally. Anything else, or that's all you feeling?
it. That it, well, let me mention my Lincoln lawyer that just came
Mhm.
back. Girl, obsessed. I'm like, Loki, I need to do another rewatch of that. Now they're gonna have me fangirling over another goddamn couple. I said, here we go
You
again.
put me on there. I watched the first episode. I did not get into the second one. I said, "Where's Yaya at?" So she showed up, but whatever. But it was like real quick, and I was like, "Oh man, they're gonna make me wait for this."
They did that on purpose because even in the second season, I was like, why are they not together? I
Yeah,
said, oh, you see what I see. Okay.
and that based off of Matthew McConaughey or something did that movie, right? So this is like based off that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, everything you're impressed with, I'm impressed with. Except also, I want to mention Penguin, of course, for my comic book nerds that know me. Penguin is killing it right now on Max. Love that.
Yes.
Um, so how about are there any shows you haven't figured out if you liked or not? Like you got to see some more episodes on the fence about.
Um, I am on a fence about Rescue High Surf.
Me too. That's my first
Yeah, like it's something about it that I feel like I like, but then there's something missing. So I'm like, what is
one.
happening here? I can say who the only one who really drew me in was Jennings.
Mhm.
Um, like I think his story just essentially like really, really hits. And I feel like the character development for him is really, really there. And I don't know the other characters like that. I'm unfortunately like I'm not really invested. And then also with his lieutenant, M, and it was the Australian one guy. I'm like, did they have something? I'm kind of confused. The girl came out. I'm like, wait, like what's happening here? So like, but the action, I do love action. That kind of keeps me enthralled. But there's something like,
Yeah.
mm.
I've said this in my review of it, which was up on the site. Like, I am a huge Baywatch fan. Like, I am, give me that cheesy ass show with that intro is amazing. I love, yes, I love that camp ass show. Like, I will put on Baywatch as like a comfort, like, what do I watch? Just rewatch Baywatch. So I thought that's what I was gonna get, even though I knew it wasn't Baywatch. Otherwise, they would have just remade Baywatch. But I'm like, this has to be Baywatch. Like, I was like, this has to be Baywatch. You think of a lifeguard show, you're automatically gonna think Baywatch.
Yep.
So they look like Baywatch. They have red outfits on. Someone told me, I guess, because that's like a true thing. They have like the lifeguards have to
Very,
be
very,
seen, or like yeah, or like you have to differentiate them from people on the beach, so they have to wear those colors, which makes sense. Red emergency and all that. So I'm like,
yeah.
this is it. So I watched it. I was like, oh, they're doing a serious show. I was like, I thought this was gonna be camp. Like the
Oh,
people are beautiful and they're in Hawaii and it's great, but I was like, oh, they are really like trying to make it like this like real medical show on the beach. And I'm like, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to have fun.
when they're in the water, I'm like, give me, I don't know, when they're in the water, maybe because I'm a Pisces, but
Yeah.
when they be in the water, I'll be like, yeah, like, oh, and then I'll be like, okay, can we go back to Jennings or the water or something?
Yeah, like yeah, the some of the acting, I think that boy is in it from Aquaman and he can't act. He's gotten better since Aquaman, but I'm like,
That's
some
the
of the
one.
acting in this is not great.
And that's the one who is
Like the
the
hot shot,
mayor's son or something like that.
the other,
Oh, the hot shot one
the
who been
hot
on
shot.
nerds. Okay, he thinks
Mhm.
he's hot shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
The
just
acting is
like,
there.
and that girl, the main girl, I've seen her in a bunch of stuff. She's always on TV and she's great. But yeah, something about that show, I just don't know. Anything else you got?
On the fence wise, no, that is it. No,
Oh, I
yeah,
got
no.
some.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the fence about Dr. Odyssey. I'm not. I stopped watching because I tried to give it. I was like, "What is this?" And I'm like, Joshua Jackson, you are better than this, sir. What the hell? Like, was he just so excited to get with Ryan Murphy that he just was like, "Yeah,
Well,
what's
you
Dr. Odyssey?" Like,
here I go. You ain't heard it from me. But basically he did they were asking him about it too. And he was just like, oh, this allows me the chance to be, really home with my daughter, pick her up from school, da 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 da. So
okay.
I feel like that may have a lot to do with it. I don't know Joshua Jackson. I loved him since Mighty Ducks, but that's what he said. So
I can see that. I'm like, damn, nothing else was doing that. And I'm so upset because I loved him and Jody, and they got a divorce. Okay, whatever. I'm a product of divorced parents. But then he got with Lupita, and I was like, oh, he got a type. And then him and Lupita
that
broke
I had a chance.
up, right? Like, him and Lupita broke up. I'm like, okay, who's the next dark skinned black girl my man about to get with? You gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
You gotta love him. And that show, even though the cast is diverse, but there are no black people, but it's a diverse cast with Philippa Sue. I forget what she is. And the Hispanic guy, I don't know his name, but he's fine too. But I'm just like,
Um,
okay, how far can they take a show about people on a cruise ship? I know we had Love Boat,
yeah, and that
but
was what, 10 seasons.
yeah, but I don't see how this could go, how far this could go. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know either. I don't know if you have any more on the fence, but since you mentioned
Mm.
you do have more.
No, no, go ahead. I'm good. I'm looking at my
Since
notes.
since you mentioned Dr. Odyssey, I have to admit I actually put that down as not impressed.
Yeah.
Um I was just like, and am I gonna watch to support my boy? Yes, that was my first crush. Like I gotta support
Yeah.
Joshua
You got
Jackson.
to. Yeah.
Wanted the name, if I had a son, I was gonna name him Joshua. So like things like that.
The
It's just
ally. I love Joshua Jackson to death. I cannot sit through this damn show. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna just let it play.
I'm gonna just let it play. I mean, maybe I'll give it ratings. Yeah, I'll stream it on Hulu like while I'm cleaning.
Yep.
I'm not paying attention to Doc Odyssey.
It's just I don't know if it's just like the storytelling. I don't know. Ryan can't have all the hits. It's just something's not gonna, something's gonna
Yeah.
fall to the side. And unfortunately, I do feel like it's Dr. Odyssey.
Well, speaking of Ryan Murphy, when I'm definitely just like turned off is Grotesque Grary. So
I haven't even checked. I don't even want to watch it. Like I ain't even check it out. I'm being honest. I was just like, no, I'm good. Like, and I and I love his horror stories, but even that has been lacking lately. Where is the Coven era? Like, where
like
is it?
the only stuff from Ryan Murphy that I fucks with heavy is 911, except 911 Lone Star because they played Grace. So the 911 flagship, love that. And they're supposed to be coming out with another city and another spinoff. I'm calling
Ooh.
it now, Las Vegas. I bet you it's gonna be like 911 Sin City or some shit like that. But like Grotesque and like the people that are mainly this audience that will know you and I are from the Sprina fandom of General Hospital, and Nicholas Alexander Chavez is on that. And sorry, but no. I gave the show like three, 4 episodes, and I said, "This is stupid." No,
Yeah. Like, and I was like, no. Like, I was just
no,
like, nah, y'all keep being successful. And even for me, I'm like, Niecy Nash, like, I love you, sis, but this ain't it for me, hun.
it ain't it. And I had
Mm-mm.
no problem with gore and all that stuff, but it just got too much, and I was just like, "This is not entertaining me." And I have said a million times, if it's not entertaining, what you watching it for? So I turn it off.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
We want entertainment.
yeah, I want entertainment. No offense. And I'm sure. I think he said. I did a press conference for this show before it aired, and they gave no screeners, and I know why, because they knew they would get ripped by the critics. But he said something about like 5 season plan or something. So knowing him, maybe he already got those 5 seasons guaranteed, and they just haven't announced it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen like the big reveal that happened this last episode because Alexis from our site reviews it. So I read her reviews,
Yeah.
and I'm still like, okay, I'm still not going to tune in.
You are not a soap opera.
I mean, Nicholas welcome at your hospital. Maybe we'll talk, which will never happen. But
Girl, I'll be like, ooh, yeah.
well, we'll wait for him to book his next thing because Ashley and I are not watching Grotesque Grey. And
Absolutely.
I wasn't impressed. My last one is Murder in a Small Town. I was one and done. That show was boring as hell on Fox. I am so sorry to Donald Sutherland's other son that I didn't even realize he had another son.
That's what I was just about to say. I was like, ooh, there's another one.
Yeah. Your show's boring.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing. Like, I really do like crime shows. Like,
Mhm.
and like, hello, I just rewatched the freaking Closer. I didn't realize how much I still love the Closer. I was like, damn, this shit good. But
Mhm.
like, I just rewatched that. I'm rewatching, what SVU Law and Order. So like, for me not to be invested or anything, I'm just like,
That was
wah-wah.
the slowest show, and it was like an hour and a half. I had got a screener for it, and I sat through that. Like I kept pausing to see how much time I had left. I was like, "What is this show me over?" But I was like, I have to watch it for my job. I was like, "This is so boring."
Like, it felt like the TV show was the Snell
Yeah,
movie.
I'm like, damn. Like even the main couple. I don't know if you watched the first episode of the pilot.
Mhm. No, I did. Well, 30 minutes of it, yeah.
Yeah, like the ones that we're supposed to be rooting for. I was like, they're boring.
And I was like, where's the chemistry?
Where's the chemistry? And
Something was
love
off.
her from Smallville. She's great.
Yes.
But yeah, no.
Yeah. The thing is too, like, granted, shows they do have one character that they really like zone in on the most, but you still need an ensemble cast to work. And then if you're looking at it, if the potential couple that you want doesn't even have the chemistry, like what are we doing here? And like I
Right.
can't get invested in that either. And like the ensemble cast isn't doing it for me. Like it has to be something that keeps me wanting to watch it, or else I'm just here to be here. And you know what I'm saying? And you're not Joshua Jackson. So
Right.
like this is unacceptable.
That show could be like on Hallmark. That was a Hallmark production. I'm so sorry. I cannot believe Fox greenlit that. Maybe because like Sutherland was behind it prior to his passing.
Oh, okay.
And he wanted it, and this was like his project. So okay, but it could have been a TV movie, or I mean,
Ooh, a TV movie would have been good.
maybe a TV. Yeah, like I cannot see this being a whole ass series lasting for multiple seasons. It's so slow. Maybe it's gotten better. One of our listeners was like, "Oh, try it. You got it gets better," and I was just like, "I gotta watch it." I
But
haven't put it on.
That reminds me of like Game of Thrones. I remember when I first tried it, I was like, oh hell no, what are they talking about? And then like I started watching it, and then I was just like, I get it. It just took a
Yeah.
moment.
I was about to, that's funny because the same thing happened with me when I first watched it. I gagged and not in a good way when it was revealed the twins were together. And I was just like, I can't watch this. Even though in my mind they're not twins, they're actors, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
I was just like, I was getting
It's
skeeved out. I'm like, not only brother and
uncomfortable.
sister, but y'all are twins. That is nasty.
That is, I'm sorry. When Homeboy went out that tower, I said, "Sign me the fuck up." It was
Yeah.
that. And when the daddy died, I said, "Oh y'all like Shonda Rhimes up in here. Nobody was safe, but y'all took it a step further because they would have never killed Meredith. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you killed Ned Stark."
Yeah, when I came back and I was like, get over it. It's not they're not really brother and sister. And I watched the whole thing again. I was like, yo, why they pushed the boy out the window. And then when I got to the end of it, I was like, they killed the main character. I was like, what the hell is this?
I
Because
said, "Oh,
I
y'all
never read the books
different."
or heard I never even heard of the books prior to the damn show.
Me neither.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, they go there. They go there.
And had us wrapped up. I can't even
Yeah.
talk
Gotta talk
about
about Game of Thrones. That could be a whole nother podcast. Revisiting Game of Thrones or whatever, like the whole
it.
universe.
We're gonna have to do that too because like it's just Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah. When I had thought of this topic for the show, like it was like the next section or whatever you want to call it was like shows we're anticipating, but they have all aired. So I was like, Found and Ghosts and all that, and those are my favorite shows that I couldn't wait to. Or Ghost is my favorite show. I couldn't wait for it to come back. So yeah, do you watch Ghosts?
Oh my God, yes. Like I had binge watched the entire 3 seasons that in like maybe like a couple of months ago or something like that.
Hmm.
And I was like, oh, I didn't expect this to be this good. I was
That's what
cracking
happened.
up.
That's what happened with me. I had one day just put it on because I was bored. I couldn't find anything. I was like, oh, what's this about? I hate starting new shows, but it was already on like season three.
Yeah.
Or no, wait, it was already it was I was they were about to air season three when I started watching. And I put it on and I was cracking the fuck up. It reminded me of like New Girl or whatever. I was like, this show is
I used to
hilarious.
love New Girl.
I miss New Girl so much.
That used to be so good
That
too. Like
was
that's a
so
funny
good.
cast as well. But like Ghost, like I think it's just amazing. It's super funny. It's different. Like I just once again I didn't expect to like it that much. It was
Mhm.
just so random because I was running out of shows and I was like, let me just turn this shit on. And I was like,
Exactly.
like
I was
what?
like, funny. It's based off a British show. So
Yes.
yeah, I haven't watched the British show yet, but I hate when that happens though, because I'm like, I don't want to compare the two, but you have to. And the British show came first. But so yeah,
Really
I
good.
love Ghosts. I got to meet the cast this weekend at New York Comic Con, and I fangirled out. I got to interview them.
I
Um,
I was like, okay.
right?
Just like me when I met Serena and Janae.
Girl, let me tell y'all, that video is up of me at Comic Con with them, but I was in that press room with like, other outlets, and it was like the guy from TV Line walked in. Y'all know the guy from TV Line, Matt, and I was like, oh my God, I'm in the room with the guy from TV Line. What I do? What I do? What I do?
Wait, is the last name Locker or something like that? I
No,
don't know.
Rock, Matt, forget his last name, but y'all know
Okay, never mind.
his
Then.
face is
Okay.
like all over TV Line. And so I was
So
like,
this
I'm gonna
mine.
say hey. Yeah, right. I'm gonna say hey because he was like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. I was like, I'm just a fan of your work. I know from TV Line. He's like, oh, that's very kind. So I kind of like fangirl out with him and then the actors. So like they are the nicest people. And they give us a lot of tea, girl. A lot of spoilers up on yep, in that video. So if y'all want to know what's gonna happen for season four, check that out next.
You gotta do it.
Yeah.
And
Anything else you got?
yes, so this is when tomatoes are going to be thrown at me.
Do it.
Um, so just prepare. So this, pitchforks might come too. I'm just gonna say I'm a little bit disappointed in Found this season.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
We
It's
watched
once
the
again,
first three episodes, but go ahead. Tell us.
yeah, like it's something I'm not gonna get to. It's something that's also like really missing for me, and maybe it's more so the interaction between Sir and
Huh.
Gabrielle. Like I feel like I don't know, something is just like not really hitting. And there was one episode that I did believe was really, really good and I really appreciated it. But besides that one, I'm like, and I was so invested last season. So I'm like, what is happening here? It just something feels a little bit more off to me. And I don't know if they're trying to drag stuff out more because they got more a bigger episode season this season.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out myself, but that's another show I'm not gonna leave behind like at all. So I'm still gonna be there. But I need more from it. I don't know what's happening.
Well, true time because this is the Real Chatter podcast, and me and you we keeps it real. I never watched Found. So I watched the first like episode of the first season, and I thought it wasn't great. So I never came back. And then I got the screeners for the second season, and I was like, I'm gonna watch this. And I haven't watched the first season, but kind of like knowing what it was about because I saw people talking about it online. And I thought the acting is really good. And so I even give them like performer of the week. I gave Chanel Hampton performer of the week because the acting is good. But I'm still like, I'm totally not in with the show yet. It's just, yeah, it doesn't make like how far again, like if I can't see the projection of a show, I kind of lose interest. Like I'm like, how far is it gonna go that you're gonna be with this man? Like this, like he's gonna have to like either die at some point. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I love Mark Paul, he is so fine. He's a great actor too. But I'm like, and I think they're doing great, but I don't know if it's the right, I guess the writing, direction, what it is. But yeah, how far can you take this?
Yeah,
So either they're
true.
gonna kill him or they're gonna redeem him, which is gonna be weird because he like kidnaps children. And
So how does
they're gonna
that
make
work?
him like, what's that show when that guy was like the serial killer, but he would help the police? It's the same show. The
Not
Blacklist?
like
What's it called? The
yeah,
Blacklist?
well, it could have been the black. It's been a lot. Like,
Yeah.
to
I
be
think I feel
honest.
well, I don't know if he was a serial killer, but he was like some evil dude and he was like helping the cops or something.
Yeah, like no, and there's been multiple shows like that too. Like not the Prodigal
The
Son.
prodigal son is one. Yeah. So I feel like that's the only way they could go is like they're gonna redeem him, he's gonna help her with the cases, or they're gonna kill him.
Exactly.
So I
He
don't know.
just trying to like figure out, okay, so like, how are they gonna make this happen? And too, like a lot of times they already have their seasons planned out, and
Right.
sometimes they don't expect things to be like such a hit either. So I'm kind of like, did you plan out like 3 seasons? Did you plan out 4 seasons? Like how are y'all gonna really maneuver this entire situation? But I guess we just gotta essentially just wait and
You just
see.
gotta wait and see. And then I feel like 3 seasons is definitely not enough for a show, like a good show. Three
Hmm.
seasons is not enough. I think 5 seasons is solid, and maybe
Yes,
like seven would be like, okay, let's end it.
exactly.
Or
So
you'll end up
everybody,
like
Grace,
those Grays.
Grace, the Law and Order,
Or
the
Law and
first Law
Order.
and Order, the second
Yeah.
Law and Order.
The third Law and Order.
Let's just say any Dick Wolf show. So like
Except 911. I think 911 is on season 7 and they make it fresh. Like now they're
yeah.
going for like the season premiere being like these big accidents or whatever.
Yeah, no, and I really liked it. I like 911 period. I still do like Lone Star, even though I feel some type of way about how they did my girl, but that's still good too. I do feel like that's just because you can really draw from the headlines and make it your own,
Mhm.
and then they could exaggerate the fuck out of it. It'd be I mean, we constantly see it, so I do appreciate when they do things like that and just drag it out.
They did that for this last episode 911 with the whole tiger in the apartment. That happened years ago where we're from in New York. And when
Oh
that
yeah.
had that tiger in that Brooklyn apartment, they just copied that, but
Child.
that was years ago. But yeah, you could definitely keep it fresh. So
Yeah, I
we are
can't. I can't.
running out of time. You got anything
Mhm.
else?
Just what I'm waiting for.
Okay, go
So,
ahead.
yeah, just really quickly, what I'm waiting for is Cross. Give me black shows.
Yeah, especially with them Hodge brothers. Yes.
Okay. It's fine as. And, in Happy's Place, which we just saw. Now that was cool too. We'll talk more about that another time.
Yeah,
I'm also still waiting for like Will Trent pissed me off too, but I do love that
I love
show because
Will Trent.
they killed my girl, and that was his love of his life. I know that girl was gonna be his love of his life, so I still feel some type of way about that. But those are the ones I'm really
Yeah,
looking forward to.
I forgot about Will Trent. That's another show I have never ever watched. You'll be like,
It's
"What's your job? There's so much TV, y'all." Like,
it's a lot. It's hard to keep up.
it's hard to keep up. And I'm telling you, for sure, don't hold my interest. I'm not gonna watch,
And
honestly.
that's the thing. You got to keep it. Like I'm not going to be automatically like loyal. No. Once
Yeah,
again, you ain't Joshua Jackson. So
right.
like,
And then if I
no.
can't get screeners, I kind of get upset, and I because I hate watching it live because of what we do, and it's like
Hmm.
it's so important to watch it ahead of time, so you could maybe watch it more than once, get your thoughts, write your review. So if I have to
Yeah.
like watch it live and then write the review, I kind of get like a little bit lazier. Lazy isn't even the
Hmm.
right word, but you get it.
Procrastinate.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like all of that stuff. Like, yeah, no, I definitely feel that and understand that.
yeah.
Because one of the screeners that I saw one of the shows, I'm just like, I'll let y'all decide on that one.
Yeah. But oh my God, this was so fun. I'm so happy you are a permanent guest host because I was like, I cannot do the show by myself and just talk to the screen without like bouncing ideas off people. So thank you so much, girl. Thank you for
Oh
being
no.
part of this.
No, thank you for asking. And I'm
Yeah,
like so excited to do this. I love me some television. So like
me
I'm
too.
here.
When you connect with someone that loves entertainment as much as we do and that gets it, and because some people are like, why you like TV is boring? Like I'm a reader, or that's not my.
Yeah,
But when you find someone that's into it, it's just so much more fun. So
it really, really is. And that's what I'm like too. Like Twitter, people can talk about Twitter all they want to. It's a place where I met people we share a lot in common
a
because the people in my
lot.
real life be like, girl, no.
Yeah, all you got to do with Twitter is just ignore that other stuff, block, even though the block feature's changing. But block, mute,
You
whatever, keep your timeline what you want and your for you
hmm
for what you want. And Twitter is actually, I've met so many friends like you
Yep.
and like met up in real life, like off of Twitter. So it came, the person uses it correctly. Yeah.
Yeah, like that, and that's the thing. Like, and my thing is too, I'm not arguing with somebody I don't know.
I
So see
If
you when I
the
see you.
fandom has taught me anything, stop arguing with these people on the internet. It don't mean shit.
At all. Listen,
At all.
we don't care.
I don't give a fuck. Okay, you won. You won.
Have a
Like,
nice day.
yeah, you got me. You got me. Yeah.
Yay.
So,
So, this
all
has been
right.
so great. Thank you so much. I
You're
appreciate being
welcome.
able to be a part.
You're welcome. All right, Real Chatter Podcast, watchers and listeners. If you listen on Spotify, that is all the time we have. Join us for the next show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are out of here.
Bye.